Let's delete the history of all those, and let's create something like a connection point to the wall, because like now it looks like it's not connected to the wall at all. So let's create a loop just right at the end and select those faces and extrude them. So scale them up and push them a little bit inside the wall. Now let's scale them a little bit more. That looks fine. So delete the history on that. Now I have the lamp completed. Maybe the lamp it seems a little bit too small, so let's scale it up a little bit. Only the body of the lamp, so select just the top cap and the body of the lamp. So in the front view, group it, center it, so it scales it correctly, and just scale it up so it's around 2 Maya units. That's around 45 centimeters. That looks much better. Let's select the whole lamp, bring it down and to the right a little bit. That finishes the modeling of the main parts of the environment. So let's now start UV mapping the first main building. So it starts with this middle ground right building. Obviously we need to delete some faces that we've left off that we won't need. So let's isolate, select this piece, this building, and open the UV texture editor. So go to edit UVs, UV texture editor. So select all of the UVs. And first we need to start cutting the edges on the windows. So let's select all the outer edges of the windows and the door. So selecting the door, this window, and now in the UV texture editor we can go to separate the UVs along the edge. So this will give us a separate UV shell. So if we select the main building UVs and go to select shell, you can see that only the building, the shell of the building is selected and the faces that we've cut are separate. So now let's start unfolding the building itself. I'm using the smooth UV tool and just trying to unfold it. That doesn't seems to work too well. So maybe we can try straight to unfold the whole thing. So select all of the main buildings, the main building UVs without the windows, and click unfold. You can go to polygon, unfold option box, and reset the settings. Make sure that rescale is selected. It's a little bit cut off in the video, but you can see it. And just click unfold, and this works beautifully. Unfolded the whole building, the main building, perfectly. So select all of the windows, the UVs for the separate windows, and do the same. There is also a button, unfold button, that does the same exact function. Some of the windows are overlapped, so I'm just selecting one UV point and going to select shell, select UV shell. This will select only that window, so I can move it to the side. And now what I'm going to do, is cut the edges of the window frames. So that way, when I select the whole window and unfold it with a smooth UV tool or with the unfold command, it will give us a nice UV layout window. So I'm doing with this thing with all the windows, selecting the edges of the frame of the window and just unfolding it, rotating it back into place so it's straight. All of the windows in the main buildings are now the same scale relative to each other, so we won't have some UVs that are bigger than others, so that's a nice thing. So continue selecting, cutting the edges. Let's cut this one too, and you can see that we have overlap again with two windows. So just select one UV, go to select the shell and move it to the side to separate the overlapping windows. And again continue cutting the edges. So now we can click the unfold option, unfold those, and also unfold the door. And also let's click the unfold operation just to get the scale correctly on all of the windows. You can see that the scale of the door and the main building is the same. So all we need to do now, just arrange the windows corresponding to where they should be. So just selecting the edges and looking to see which window is highlighted with the same edges, so I can just push it right beneath that place under the main UVs of the building. So we have some nice arrangement and we know each window to which part of the building corresponds. So this is the initial UV ink of the building. Later we need to scale it down and just cut some faces to make it more square shape, because all the UVs we need to get in that 1 to 0 space that you can see in the gray square. But now we don't need to worry about that. So let's just get this one done and then get the other ones finished, and then we can just arrange them into place. So this is the result so far from all the tutorials, and this one including. So we've gone over to finish all the modeling in this part, and also preparing the models for UV ink. UV ink, our first model, being the building in the middle ground to the right. So in the next part we will continue UV ink all of the models and starting on creating the textures for the environment. So thanks again for watching this tutorial and hope to see you next time. Thanks and bye.